You and Hunter are no longer partners.
Why? Tell me why.
You and Hunter have gotten too close.
So, I guess we're gonna be partners?
Each a new partner.
He was the target. Can't you see that?
I told you that's crazy.
.22 caliber pistol, silencer, 1 shot in the head, 1 shot in the heart.
Rick, I cannot believe that you are telling me that it is that easy just to write us off.
Some things just are. The separation will be permanent. You all right, Dan?
Yeah, fine. I'll have another.
I think you had enough.
What, are you worried about a lawsuit if I drive home? Don't worry. I was gonna call a friend anyway.
You should have gone ahead with the plan. Instead, you doubled back behind me.
What does it matter? It didn't change anything. We still got the guy.
That's not the point. The point is why you doubled back behind me.
I don't know what the big deal is.
The big deal is you cared more about me than the plan.
You are supposed to care about your partner.
Hold on just a second, Leah. Look, we were very lucky last time. When partners care too much about one another, they put themselves in jeopardy as well as the plan. Hello.
Hunter. Dan Winslow.
Dan, you all right?
No, I gotta unload about something. It's too drunk to drive. I need to talk to someone. It's gotta be somebody I can trust. Don't let me down. Please.
Where are you? Okay, now just stay there. I'll be there in 10 minutes, you understand?
All right, look, so I was wrong. So I made a mistake. You don't have to jump all over me for it. All you have to say is, please don't do it again, and I won't.
Please don't do it again.
All right, I won't.
Okay, eat all this food.
I'm not gonna eat all this food.
And by the time I get back, have us all cleaned up. Everything. Clean everything up. for Dan Winslow. Have you seen him?
Depends. Who's asking? Just went out the back way.
Hey, Dan! Dan!
Right before I got there, Winslow walked out the back, followed by a man who had just entered the bar.
Does anybody there know this guy?
No. And no two descriptions were alike.
First one of our guys to go this year. First one in 9 months.
Has all the earmarkings of a professional hit.
Like what?
22 caliber pistol, silencer, 1 shot in the head, 1 shot in the heart. Wallet and watch were still on him when I found it.
Get on it.
I guess I don't have to make any motivational speeches on this one.
This is Devane. Get me Chief Weiler.
Three professional hits in the last 18 months with the same MO, right down to leaving a murder weapon.
What are you two doing here so early?
Haven't left yet.
McCall had a hunch about the killing. Seemed as they follow a pattern of 3 other killings in the area.
Yeah, the murderer gets close to his victim. He pops him once in the head and once in the heart with a .22. He unscrews the silencer.
All the weapons were fitted with silencers.
Yeah, he drops the weapon and he takes off.
Well, a gun's a liability in case he gets caught with it. And he keeps a silencer because he can't buy one of those over the counter. Do all the hits follow the same pattern?
Yeah, the last one was 4 days ago. A girl named Sarah Cameron stepped out of her boyfriend's car in his underground garage and,
Only Sarah was clean as a whistle.
Is there an APB out on the boyfriend?
Yeah. Craig Borson.
What about a connection between Winslow and your other victims?
we don't have anything yet.
This is a real tail twister. Have you talked to Winslow's partner yet?
He's due in this morning, first thing.
Okay, keep at it.
You ever thought about eating healthy?
You're talking about healthy. This is very healthy. This is a completely well-balanced meal.
That's not what I see.
No? What do you say?
I see a lot of calories.
And calories, I happen to love calories, Hunter. They keep me alive, all right?
I see you got bacon there, sausage. Bad combinations. I see a lot of heartburn for you.
I happen to love everything that you just said. And as far as heartburn, I don't ever get heartburn. At least not from my food.
Hunter, McCall.
Harry, good morning. Sit down. We're really sorry about Dan.
Yeah, it took me 10 years to find a partner that I could put up with in this.
Would you like some of McCall's food?
No, thanks. I got no appetite. Devane won't let me within shouting distance of this investigation. Too closely, too emotional, all that crap. Look, I came down here to tell you guys that I want to be involved. If there's anything that I can do to help, just let me know. I'll do it on my free time.
Yeah, sure.
Well, do you think what happened to Dan could have been a result of what you were working on?
No, I've gone over it and over it. I don't think so.
You know, I hate to say it, but, Well, if Winslow was hit because of your investigation, they could be coming after you next.
I hope they try, I really do.
When's the last time you saw Dan alive?
We checked off duty at 6 o'clock. He called me from the bar. He was drunk. He wanted to talk. I was busy.
You didn't go?
Look, Hunter, every time Dan poured a few cocktails, he always started in about Janice. Why did she divorce me? How can I get her back? I gotta get her back. I thought it was more of the same old... I don't think I'll ever forgive myself.
It wasn't like we fell out of love. It was more like we fell out of each other's lives. 9 years. We grew in different directions, wanted different things. I guess I just got tired. Tired of being a cop's wife. It's not easy, you know?
Janice, did Dan mention anything that was bothering him lately?
We haven't talked much since the divorce. But Dan always remembered my birthday and our anniversary. He'd send me little gifts and a note, always asking me to come back to him. Well, I wish I could be more help.
You've been a lot of help. We're really sorry about Dan.
Rick, just get whoever killed him, please.
We will. If you hear anything, you call us, huh?
I will.
Lucy, tell McCall I want to see her right away.
Yes, sir. Are you sure it's Borson? Great. Hey, Hunter. Hunter. Hey. Hey. What? No. Keep him there until I get there, all right? Yeah, and thank you. Dee Dee,
Captain Devane wants to see you.
okay. Dee Dee. Now. Yeah. Captain, I can't believe this. I can't believe what you're telling me.
I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. You and Hunter are no longer partners. You'll both be assigned new ones.
Why? Tell me why.
I've been thinking about this since I took over the division. Conversation I had with Harry Traynor about partnerships and friendships nailed it down. You and Hunter have gotten too close. That's not healthy in our profession.
Captain.
Send Causland in. Now, let's give it some time before we start registering complaints, okay? There will be no permanent partnerships in this division, at least not while I'm running it. Any questions?
No, sir.
You two know each other?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Causland, right? Yeah, we met, at the survival seminar last summer, right?
Right. So, I guess we're gonna be partners?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's go to work. McCall, I'm gonna leave you two on the Winslow case. I got some other plans for Hunter.
Hiya.
Hi. Some coincidence, huh?
What, meeting here?
You know what I mean about our being separated.
Oh, well.
I mean, 24 hours ago, we had this beef about who backed up who, where, and maybe we're getting too close to each other, and then today Devane just pulls a plug on us, just like that. Rick. This partner swap is just a coincidence, isn't it?
What else could it be?
Well, I mean, you didn't go to Devane and say that you thought maybe we were getting too close and that you needed some kind of a change.
Dee Dee, you are the best partner I have ever had or ever will have. I did not want this switch.
Okay, assuming that that is how it is. What do we do?
What do? We do nothing. We got a captain with a very hard nose.
What are you saying we don't do anything?
But you're not willing to fight for this? You're willing just to call it quits?
Call it quits? What do you... Let me call it quits. Come on, you know Devane's reputation. You know the way he works.
Rick, I cannot believe that you are telling me that it is that easy just to write us off.
It's not that easy. Nothing is that easy. Some things just are. It just is.
Look at me and swear to me that you did not go and ask for this.
I did not go to Devane and ask for this. Did not want this.
Wait, you're not gonna fight?
No. No. How's the hunting, Harry?
In here, great. Out there, I've been spending a lot of time on why Dan got dusted.
And?
I checked every one of our files, case by case. Nothing.
Well, maybe it's not a police-related matter.
Yeah, I thought about that, but Dan got along fine with his ex. Didn't have any girlfriends or enemies. In fact, the guy didn't have much life outside the department.
I understand you went through a couple of partners over the last couple of days.
You're not gonna believe this. They stuck me with Coslin. The guy spent the last 3 years in computers. Some green kid hadn't even been to detective school yet. Right off the bat, we're in this situation with some crud. And we get into a standoff with the guy, right? We all got our weapons out, but nobody fires a shot, nobody. Then this kid turns into mush right after the guy surrenders.
Well, we've all done that, right?
Yeah, but did you ever puke in the patrol car?
The guy pukes?
Next day, they give me Weber.
Dennis Weber?
Yeah. I swear, Hunter, I never saw a flask or a bottle, but the guy was out of it from 9 to 5. So I don't know. I figure I'll burn through a dozen losers before I can find a partner I can put up with.
Well, read that, Harry.
What's this? No.
Yeah, eat your new partner. Devane did this morning. Wants me to make a detective out of you.
Oh, wait a minute. That means you and McCall got to split up, right?
Well, Devane doesn't believe too much in long-term partnerships.
Well, okay, partner. First thing you got to do is learn how to handle your weapon.
You still use that?
Yeah. Bill!
Oh, you don't believe in shooting to wound, do you?
If some sucker's dumb enough to pull a weapon on me, I don't plan for him to get me. Or my partner. Remember that.
I appreciate that. Excuse me. There are times when you have to take someone alive, you know. I mean, they may have some information for you. Or they may be a witness. Or he just may owe you a lot of money. But if it's very necessary...
Just so you don't think I'm one-dimensional.
Wow. Now he's one-dimensional.
I want to see this McCall idiot. Now, where is she? She has to go back to school. She has to learn she can't violate people's rights. Now, where the hell is she?
You want to see me?
You're McCall?
Yeah.
By what rule of law did you have my client arrested?
We brought him in for questioning as a material witness.
Material witness to what, for God's sakes?
His girlfriend was driving his car. She took it back to his underground garage parking area. She had short blonde hair cut very much like his. She had on a jacket and jeans, and when she stepped out of his car, someone shot her once in the head and once in the heart with a silenced .22 pistol. Now, we've determined that that was a professional hit gone wrong, and Mr. Borson over there doesn't seem to have any comment on that.
Mr. Borson was on a plane to Reno. How could he make a comment?
He was the target. Can't you see that?
I told you that's crazy. I don't know. Somebody must have been after Sarah. I don't know. I only knew her a couple of weeks.
2 days after that, the same killer took down a police sergeant. Now, I think that you know who that was, Mr. Borson, and you'd be doing yourself a big favor if you'd let us in on it.
I told her I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
All right.
I just found out you used to work over at Bartholomew's.
Yeah, I used to be the maitre d' at Bartholomew's, so?
Bartholomew's is a known high roller sports book.
Oh, come
With heavy
on.
action from football to Formula One.
You don't have to respond.
If you're so damn sure the place is dirty, why don't you close it?
We're talking about you, Mr. Borson, and our mutual interest in who wants you dead.
I already told you. Nobody wants me dead, okay?
You're gonna keep that attitude, huh? Till he comes after you? It is in your interest to help us.
Oh, get off it. Do I have to listen to this?
Sergeant, unless you have further information to give.
Hey, knock it off now. Knock it off. Come on, people.
Nobody got hurt.
Well, the telephone's ringing off the hook. Everyone with a stripe on his sleeve has got something to say about you two. It's not funny, Trainer. A jewelry store full of hostages? You two come on like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Wait a minute, Captain. That psychopath in that store was about to kill everybody in it.
We moved in like clockwork and closed the clown out. I swear this guy and I can read each other's minds.
Let's get something straight. There will be no more unauthorized guerrilla operations. You're not trained to defuse a hostage situation. You leave that to the negotiators and the SWAT teams. And I want a full report from each of you on my desk before you leave.
Sergeant, unless you have some information to give me, this meeting is over.
You're making a stupid mistake by not cooperating. We're trying to keep your client alive. Hi. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Was that Borson?
Yeah,
Did you time in with my partner's death?
I think so. Winslow was killed exactly the same way Borson was supposed to be killed, only they screwed up.
What did he give you?
Stone wall.
I'd like to have a couple minutes with him, I really would.
Yeah, we can take care of it, Harry.
Come on, Harry.
Hey, Coslin. Hold on to your lunch today, pal?
Sporty James Enterprises.
Yeah, is Sporty there?
He ain't here just now, but if you want to leave him a message.
Listen, Kirby, this is Sergeant McCall. I gotta talk to him. Do you know where he is?
I don't know. But for his special friends, I can always find him.
Okay, do me a big favor. You find him, you tell him I want to see him. I have a real important job for him.
Okay.
Thanks.
Do you have a reservation, sir?
Just tell Mr. Bartholomew that Sporty James is here.
Sporty James?
Yeah, man, just go and mention my name, Sporty James, okay? I know he's gonna be happy to see me. As a matter of fact, he might even give you a raise.
Well, well, Sporty. Been a long time. I liked it that way.
Now, Mr. Bartholomew, don't be so hasty, okay? Just hear me out. I've got some upper crust information. Sort of the prime rib of gossip, you might say. Oh, and I'm not gonna bargain with you beforehand about the price, because I know that what I've got here is such hot info till you are bound to be extraordinarily generous.
Not here, not here. Last table.
Last table?
You have 2 minutes, Sporty. I suggest you omit the big words.
Like I said, you will not be disappointed. Now listen to this. I was down to police headquarters today. You know, just clearing up a little misunderstanding. When I look across the room, and who do I see? None other than Craig Borson himself. Well, I know he used to work here, right? And word has it that, you know, he didn't exactly quit because he was upwardly mobile. Am I right about that? Well, okay, listen. He had a lawyer with him, and he was talking to 2 homicide detectives.
It's not for me, Sporty. It's nickel and dime stuff.
Now, Mr. Bartholomew, Henry, you see, I provide a commodity that has value. See, a highly specialized service that you will surely need sometime in the future. And I can't be running my business on goodwill alone, you dig? Thank you very much, Mr. Bartholomew. You have made a very wise business decision. And, you know, if you want to talk further, you just call me, okay? Ciao now.
L42, this is L57. We're rolling. Did he use the phone?
Negative, McCall. No calls in or out.
He is turning north on Whitworth. I'm going to have to fall off.
Taking over.
All right, look, I'll catch up with you just past Wilshire if he goes that far.
Nice house, huh? Anthony Scarlett.
There's a scalp I'd love to hang on my belt.
Yeah, you and every other cop on the block. 17 gambling and racketeering arrests, no convictions.
These known associates read like a who's who in West Coast gambling.
Yeah, I know. Why don't you go get us a search warrant?
Looking for what? Betting cards? Oshis?
Are you kidding? He's not going to have anything incriminating there. We're just going to rattle his cage and see what shakes loose, Coslin. I'm sorry. Get any kind of search warrant you want.
Dan and I not only worked together, we partied together. After the guy got divorced, we took a trip to Hawaii that you wouldn't have believed. They will be making a movie about this one.
You like the islands, huh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, man, I'm out of here. Thanks for dinner.
Hey, my pleasure. It's customary for the senior member of the firm to pick up the tab.
I'll get the next one.
Okay. Hey, listen, Rick, tomorrow you drive, okay?
Got it.
hell's going on?
I wanted to do this ever since you called me to tell me that you blew it. Now I find out. You didn't just give me a bummer. You scared Boston so damn bad that you got his lawyer talking to the cops. Probably trying to cut a deal. Just remember this. If I go down, you land under me.
Borson to give him anything. If he had, you'd have heard from me.
Really? Then what's this broad named McCall? Served the warrant in my home today?
It's a typical cop ploy to shake you up, and it did.
Talking about cop boys. What the hell happened to your partner?
He went soft. Suddenly he develops a conscience because we blew away Borson's girlfriend by mistake. I had to take him out. He would have rolled over, don't you see?
And you whack out a cop just like that.
I was covering your butt and mine, too.
Listen, my friend. You both got one foot in the gas chamber because you turned out to be a screw-up.
I'll take care of Borson.
You do that, and you get it right this time. You got 36 hours. Start counting.
Wait a minute. You just don't walk into a bowling alley and blow a guy away. These things take time. You gotta plan them.
You've had the time. I don't care how you do it. Just do it. 36 hours. Or you could say hello to your dead partner for me.
Good morning.
Morning.
Nut.
No, thanks.
Good for your feet.
Thanks, no.
You know, I don't think we'll ever get used to walking by this desk.
Know what you mean?
Coslin? You know, Trainer has a tendency to push a little bit. I wouldn't let that bother.
I don't. I wasn't scared that night. I had the stomach flu.
Sergeant McCall, I have a word with you. I'm looking for Mr. Borson. Now, you haven't found another unconstitutional way to lock him up, have you?
Oh, get off it, counselor. We're trying to keep your client alive.
Yeah, well, obviously, neither of us appreciate your interest. Now, are you saying that you don't know where he is?
No, I don't know where he is. And if you do, I suggest you let him know that I have some very valuable information that he would find real interesting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And what might that be?
Word on the street is that Borson is in deep trouble.
Sergeant, you and I have been around the block enough to know how reliable the street is.
Yeah, well, we have a Captain Frazzi up in Vice, and he tells us exactly the same thing. Let me run something by you, counselor. Do you know that in top-level gambling, money hardly ever changes hands? They play with credit. Win or lose, their position is just a line in the bookie's ledger. Now, the only time that the high rollers ever flash the cash is when they want out of the game. If they're down, they pay off the balance. If they're up, they collect.
What's your point?
My point is, a few weeks ago, somebody laid a long odds bet at Bartholomew's, and they won. They won real big, $400,000. Now, the guy wants his winnings, right? So they send a messenger over with the money. The only thing is the messenger doesn't arrive because somebody kicked him over for 400 G's. Now, the boys at Bartholomew know it was an inside job, and they have narrowed it down to Mr. Borson, your client.
Sergeant, if you ran that by Mr. Borson, even if it's true, which... Do you think he's going to admit to any of it?
No. But you and I both know that his next move will supply us with that answer.
Detective Coslin.
Another thing. You better hope we find him before they do.
Thanks, Sergeant.
That was Dan Winslow's ex-wife. She wants to see us.
Let's go.
What the hell happened to you?
Don't ask.
I'm asking.
Mistaken identity. After you left the parking lot last night, these two guys, they picked me up, take me to the top of Mulholland to meet their boss.
And?
The idiots actually hit the wrong guy. They apologized to me after they let me go. Can you believe this?
Did you file a report on this?
There's two guys that actually look worse than me today.
You know, if what McCall told me was true, I shouldn't even be sitting here. They might miss you and hit me.
What am I supposed to do about it?
I can only give legal advice, but it seems to me you either disappear or you make it right with Anthony Scarlett. Now, I know him. I got him off on a double homicide charge, scot-free. He was guilty as hell.
I'm sorry, I'm just very confused. And I want to do the right thing.
You're not.
Sergeant McCall, the reason I called you is because I have information that may help you find my husband's killer. He made me his sole beneficiary, and among other things that his lawyer gave me was a safe deposit key. I got a court order to open it this morning. There were $220,000 worth of treasury bonds inside. How could he have accumulated that much money on a detective's salary unless he was...
Unless he was what?
Unless he was doing something not right.
Like what?
Whatever Dan was. Whatever he did for what he thought were good reasons. I have to believe that. I have no idea what it was. But I want you to find whoever killed him. Whatever it takes.
Mrs. Winslow, we'd like to get a look at those bonds as soon as possible.
Yeah. Relax. Who is it?
It's McCall. Open up the door.
Hey, it's 1:45 already.
I know what time it is. I've been up all night and I'm mad as hell because I finally figured this whole thing out.
You know what? I can't believe that. The really sad thing here is that you lied to me. You said you didn't have anything to do with this breakup.
No. You see, what I said is I didn't go to Devane and ask for the separation.
Oh, I see. Now we're gonna have word games here, huh? This whole thing was a setup so that you could be partnered with Trainer.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about? Cut the party line, Hunter. I know what's going on. I figured it out. Trainer's dirty. He's a wise guy with a badge, and your job is to nail him. Well, aren't you gonna ask me how I figured it out?
How'd you figure that out?
I put 2 and 2 together and I get 4. It's called brilliant police work.
Would you like a standing ovation now?
How about apologizing to me for not telling me what was going down here?
Well, in the words of our brand new captain, he said, Hunter, if you let McCall in on this, the separation will be permanent.
Oh, that's great. Oh, I see. Okay, so I have to suffer so that the game plan isn't blown. Is that it? I also found out that Dan Winslow was dirty.
Yeah, well, I figured that.
Left his wife a whole batch of treasury bonds. $250,000 worth.
Well, now what we have to do now is get some solid evidence on Trainer.
Pretty hard to be dirty and not have your partner know about it, you know? He purchased the treasury bonds in 6 installments, and it coincided with 6 head and heart silencer hits. The first 3 we knew about from L.A. The other 3 I got off a CII computer run. One was in Reno, one was in Vegas.
And one in Hawaii. You see, Trainer Winslow went to Hawaii.
2 years ago, right?
2 years ago, that's correct.
I can't believe they were hitmen on retainer.
They sure were. Well, we have a lot to work on now, don't we, partner? Want some coffee?
No, I don't want any coffee.
Oh, good.
There is something I want, though.
What do you want?
I want to know that when and if our partnership ever does come to an end here, that we are going to sit and we're going to talk about it like normal people, and we'll part as friends.
That's a good idea, partner.
All right.
Okay.
And if you ever pull another stunt like that again, I may not take you back.
I bet.
Give me your...
Mr. Scarlett? Oh, Mr. Scarlett! Out! Out! I have to talk to you, Mr. Scarlett.
What do you want?
I know I don't need to say this, but I ripped off the 400 grand. I did. And, I want to make it right. Cut me some slack, Tony. Give me a little time, and I'll hand every last cent of it back to you. I still got $360,000 I'll give you right now. I'll work off the other 40,000. Anything you say, anything. Come on. Wouldn't you rather have the money than my dead body? Tony, I made a dumb mistake. Believe me. I won't ever make another one.
You got it with you?
No, but I can get it. All I have to... By this evening.
You bring it to the secret harbor restaurant
Yeah?
in the marina.
Right, I know that place, yeah.
And you be there 6 o'clock sharp.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Scarlett, thanks a lot.
Fine trainer.
You Mr. Borson?
Yeah?
You got a call on the payphone back there.
No? Mr. Scarlett? Mr. Scarlett?
Freeze, trainer!
Drop the trailer right now!
Need to get the back door.
Get Borson.
You can't arrest me. I gave the hitman to you guys and risked my
Hey!
life doing it.
You got the right to shut up. If you give up that right, I will personally kick your butt.
Oh, come on, man. Come.
Traitor, drop the gun!
Come on, Hunter, you and me! Come on!
Where'd you learn to shoot like that, McCall?
Same place you did. We wanted you alive.
You'd have shot to kill, huh, Hunter? You'd have killed me, wouldn't you?
You'll never know, will you? Better this way, though. You're gonna take Scarlett to the penitentiary with